Sometimes referred to as astrology, personality tests determine your personality traits, and most of them are promoted as a means of self-discovery. These personality traits have implications for how we might behave in certain situations, or a specific role which will translate into either strength or weakness throughout your life cycle. Of course, the idea that human beings can be sorted into psychological types is ancient. More than 2,000 years ago, the Greek philosopher Plato thought that there are 3 virtues which make up our souls: wisdom, courage, and moderation, and each value belongs to certain social groups. It was called a noble lie. Rulers are born with the virtue of wisdom. Courage is found in the soldiers, and moderation in the common people. Plato says we are all born with gold, silver, or a mixture of brass and iron in our souls, which determine our roles in life. And no part should try to do any other part's job to achieve justice in society. The idea of the noble lie shares the notion of innate, unchanging personality, which forms the basis of the personality tests. The idea of knowing your place and fulfilling your role that is given to you by nature still exist in our modern society. Systematic personality testing started in 20th century. It was largely an outgrowth of World War I. The American military wanted to screen for soldiers who had weak constitutions and might be more susceptible to what was then called shell shock, so it created a test, the Woodworth Personal Data Sheet, with questions like, "Did you ever think you had lost your manhood?" The test led to the development of many other personality tests, and some were adopted by companies as a response to an increase in the number of office workers, which gave them some numerical way to rank applicants. People sorting is what educational systems do as well. When the college applicants increased after World War II, the overwhelmed college admission offices started to require the SAT, which was an intelligence test developed for soldiers during World War I. As the competition for college ramped up, elite schools like Harvard started to assign each applicant something called a personal score to measure character traits like kindness, courage, and leadership to sort through applicants. It provides schools an applicant's aptitude and potential in a few pages and numbers. Those applicants graduate from the college. Then they list these traits, or even fake ones, in their job application letters, commodifying their personalities. Personality testing. Now it's a $2 billion industry used by individuals, schools, hospitals, militaries, and companies. There are more than 2,000 kinds of personality tests, and very few have a research base behind them. Though each year, some 100 million workers worldwide take the tests designed to study personality and aptitude. Companies that are using the test to make decisions about hiring and career development often say that it's to base hiring decisions on character, not just education, and bring in more diverse candidates beyond familiar credentials. But is that really what the test measures? When there's a clear, favorable answer, are we just a bunch of traits? There's no context with personality testing, just judgment. What we're forgetting is that there's a gap between the way people present themselves on a test and how they'll act on any given situation. Personality is only one among multiple factors at play in causing behavior. Sometimes because our culture demands it of us, or because we demand it of ourselves. The test may have started as an attempt to understand human nature, but it's become a commercial product that tells you the differences as incompatibilities that have to be improved or fixed. People need to be considered for what they do, rather than for what they are.